When I was a child, my mother would sometimes, after a long day of work, prepare breakfast food for dinner. There is one night in particular that I remember very clearly. That day, she came home tired from work, but she still insisted on preparing dinner for our family. When she served the dinner on the table, I saw eggs, sausages, and a few pieces of burnt biscuits. My mother placed the food in front of my father. I sat there quietly, curious to see if my father would notice those burnt biscuits. However, to my surprise, my father simply picked up a biscuit, smiled at my mother, and then turned to me, gently asking, "How was your day at school?" I don't quite remember what I answered at that time, but I clearly remember watching my father as he spread butter and jam on that burnt biscuit, savoring it as if it was the most delicious food he had ever eaten. After dinner, I heard my mother apologizing to my father, saying that she had accidentally burnt the biscuits. I will never forget my father's response. "Honey, I really like burnt biscuits." His tone was so warm and sincere, as if those burnt biscuits were indeed his favorite food. That night, I went to say goodnight to my father and couldn't help but ask, "Dad, do you really like burnt biscuits?" My father gently held me in his arms and said, "Your mother worked hard all day today and she's really tired. Eating a few burnt biscuits once in a while isn't a big deal." He paused for a moment and then continued, "In life, there will always be some imperfect things and people, but the important thing is that we learn to tolerate and accept them. It is these small imperfections that make our lives richer and more colorful." Since then, I began to understand that true love is not about pursuing perfection, but about accepting those imperfections and finding beauty in each other's flaws.